Taurus.
Hi, Taurus.
This is your part 2. Let's get into things.
We did not forget about you. We are back at it.
And we're still outside because we know you guys love that shit.
Mm-hmm.
We just ran into a Taurus who's a client on our way to the park who lives over here nearby. So the significator is a magician. So that's saying that you have all the tools and all of the abilities to make things happen regardless of whatever this reading is talking about and whatever we've been talking about so far.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
We've been talking about relationships, really.
Right. Because you've got...
Or the home life and a balance. You're definitely... I mean, it's all leading to relationships with all the twos that I'm seeing, with the lovers in your mind.
Uh-huh.
And also with the moon, with what you're working with. And you have the 6 of Ariel, which also, if you guys follow us on IG and you do your Astro Weeklies, that came up for you today as well. It came up as the 6 of Pentacles, right? So this is basically the moon, which is what you're working with at the bottom here, your emotions.
Right.
In Taurus, which is you.
Right.
Right? So you're definitely thinking about love and love in return, one.
Right.
And you keep weighing that out maybe in your relationships, how much love you're getting, how much you're getting back. Maybe you definitely are thinking about trying to bring something back in or trying to enhance your home life somehow.
Right.
There might be a lot with the home and beautifying the home.
I think there's some home improvements going on and you guys are finishing out some projects that you've been working on. You know, it's been a long road because it's felt like it's been burdensome.
Mm-hmm. That's
right?
the sun in Sagittarius, right? So that's like you really having some goals. It could be...
You could be feeling weighed down.
It could be a person, but it could be an idea. It could be... Think of it as like a noun. If, you know, certain things are verbs and nouns and predicates and all that, this would be like a noun in your life. So a person, place, or an idea that you want to share your home life with, or your heart with, more of your emotions, and spirit is kind of driving you to do that. It's very like something that you're dealing with kind of like on your own in that way. It's a choice to make.
Right. Also, you know, it's saying that in the home life, then everything that you sort of want to fulfill within this time around your birthday is actually going to be fulfilled. You know what I mean? It's like those projects are going to be done. Everything's going to work out. If you've been planning for a trip, you might be worried that something's going to go wrong or somebody's not going to be able to get to the airport on time or something like that. But it'll happen. You know what I mean? It's like you're just kind of like feeling the load of everything that's been going on because it's your birthday. You know, you like to do things big and do things big with people because you are Taurus. You are ruled by Venus. And, you know, you are ruled by the moon too, you know, in sort of like older ancient astrology.
Right. So getting into, I know we spent the first half of the reading with your mind and what you're kind of feeling emotionally. We're going to go into some of the work stuff too.
Do it.
Okay, so I'm seeing the 5 of Ariel there with work in Capricorn. So it's friends and family as well. I always think Capricorn are friends and family because they do, most of the stuff that they do is for them, for friends and family, right? It's like this whole kind of like emotionally driven thing. I come from this and I have the passion to do these things. And Capricorn, right. That's what I'm thinking. That's a lot.
That's Mercury and Taurus.
I know this is Mercury and Taurus.
Okay.
But I'm thinking Capricorn energy.
Okay.
Because this is a work sector.
It's still there somewhere.
Right.
Yeah,
so it's still
a
work sector. So it doesn't necessarily have to do with work.
So it's your significator card.
Right. Because Mars is exalted in Capricorn as your significator card. So what I'm saying here is, because this card is definitely talking about conflict with something material that you could be working towards. Like you could literally just have become unemployed.
Right.
Some of you. Or maybe there's just been some strife with work.
This is in the place of work. So you got 5 of Pentacles here, Mercury and Taurus. You're thinking about your finances. You're thinking about your money. You're thinking about how you're going to take care of your bills. You're thinking about how you're going to pay your health insurance. You're anxious to get these things taken care of. You got the Knight of Ariel here, right? Knight of Gabriel, sorry, which is the wand suit.
It could also be
the
just
sirens
dealing with...
going off as we're saying it. So this is like, that's a message.
I know. It could also be just work in general. It doesn't have to be literal work. It could just be some work that you are putting into something.
Effort.
All of the effort.
Right. There's so much effort.
Going
and it's alarming.
into it.
It really is alarming. You know, you've got fire in 3 of your houses here, you know, 3 of the sectors, 3 of the placements.
There might be something in the way, or what it is you might be focusing too much on the material. Sorry, I'm talking loudly because, wow. They're saving lives. We can be mad. They're saving lives.
New York City, honey.
Can you hear me now, Taurus?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, there might be some type of intimidation even. I'm seeing some intimidation with spirit. Maybe you really want to do something with the Knight of Gabriel being there. And there might be you might be afraid of the work that you have to put in.
Right.
Or you might be feeling like there's not going to be like an equal balance.
Right.
Like I'm going to give this, because we have been talking a lot about relationships too. So some of you might be in fear of just kind of putting too much into a relationship and not getting enough out of it.
Right.
Because the 5 of Pentacles is definitely talking about like an attraction maybe on a physical level to something that's not fulfilling you spiritually.
I'm also getting that, you know, if there was like a trip that was planned and one of the people didn't like get their money together to go on the trip with you guys, and they're upset because, I mean, you know, whatever, it happens, you know, it just happens.
It just happens. Right. Well, there's definitely, this is kind of like not, 5 of Pentacles is definitely talking about conflict to a certain degree. So that's why we're talking about with work. You know, it's a lucky or unlucky. I mean, the 5s are always negotiable for people, but it's usually, we know it's going to be kind of like a rocky situation that happens for some reason, or it brings attention to something, because 4 is right after 5. So, I mean, 5 is right after 4. Right. So you've got the construction.
Right.
Of something.
Right.
And then there's the conflict that comes in
With
in order to get to the 6, right? Which would be the expansion.
Out, right.
Right? So let's see what's going on in your heart.
Okay, so let's look at that. You got the 2 of Gabriel. So this is a relationship in regards to someone that you spend a lot of time with, probably. You know what I mean?
Okay, so that's giving you Mars in Aries. So either you spend a lot of time with this person, or you used to spend a lot of the time with this person, or you want to spend a lot of time with this person, because it's a cause and effect here that's happening. Right. And the Hanged Man is the effect there. Right. Show them the Hanged Man.
And this is Neptune, so this is illusion. So this person is probably making you feel like a little bit confused as to like, who are you in their life? How meaningful you are to them? Who are you to them significantly? Are you significant? Or are they significant to you? That's the question.
Yeah.
Keep this person around.
I mean, you've got the 2 of Swords. It's so funny that I'm looking at a lot of this,
now we're
and just the Taurus energy coming in. Yeah,
the lovers.
It's not funny like haha Taurus. It's funny like I've been just in your Taurus energy a lot, and a lot of these cards have been coming out for you frequently. So I saw these cards earlier today in a different span, and they're here again, and it's just reiterating the Taurus energy. We were walking here, we ran into a Taurus. It's your day. I hope you're getting these messages. So the 2 of Michael is crowning you here, and that's saying the need for intimacy, period. There's a need to make a choice, and you're not feeling the intimacy with someone that's in your heart right now. You're feeling very hung up. You've been hung up. It's a major thing.
This is what you're concerned with, the feeling and the love and all of that behind it. You know what I mean?
Because that's what you're working with. That's what you had with that person, or you have with that person even. But in your mind, you're thinking about this. The lovers are right there in your mind. Right? And it's right there with your card, Taurus.
You can see it working, and you know that it's going to work. It's just going to take some time. That's what perspective here is saying. The Hangman, Neptune, it's just going to take some time. This is not really, this isn't a negative card, and this isn't a negative card. And
they're transition cards,
this
actually.
card is saying everything points to, you know, it is what you make of it.
There's definitely conflict going on in your heart right now. I mean, with the 2, and then the perspective, which is the Hanged Man makes 3, making 5 altogether. It's a symbol of conflict, okay? So there is just some ringing in. I think there, like we said before, there's a lot of, maybe some of you have been holding on to these feelings for a while even, or going through something for a while, even if it's not a relationship. Maybe it's a relationship with yourself. Maybe nobody knows, because this is the moon. So this is what you're working with. This is something you quietly deal with that no one really knows about. It's not like you're shouting it from the mountaintop, but it affects you. So it's something that...
there might be some financial problems going on in the relationship.
It's definitely a mature, spirited thing, yeah? So it's definitely something that...
It's like grown folk stuff.
Yeah, it's grown folk stuff. It's grown folk love, it's grown folk work.
Right.
It's definitely serious. It's not like a pussyfooting type of
Right.
love, if that's what it is, or if it is work, it's like you put a lot of work into it. First of all, you're Taurus.
Right.
So you put a lot of your energy slowly
Absolutely.
working at anything
It's
meticulously.
pretty balanced here too, as far as like the element of fire and the major arcana. You know, there's a lot of major arcana, especially, you know, based on this spread that we're doing. It's highly influential because we can see them very clearly. You know, you got the Lovers, Divine Guidance, which is your card, Taurus. The Moon, which is also your card, Perspective.
There's a lot of Mars energy going on here too. So there could be a lot of like, you know, you being Taurus in the physical, there could be a lot of just passion and drive or something that you feel like you've got to work for, that you're holding back from, or you want to initiate. There could be a lot of those different things going on there because you've got Mars and Aries in your heart, which is saying, I just want to be myself, whatever that means.
Right.
And then you've also got your significator card, which is Mars and Capricorn, which is like about the work that we do and everybody recognizing the recognition of that too. So it's very significant. Those two, once again, make 5, which is conflict. Okay?
Let's do something a little bit different when we get through this reading. Let's read the messages from all the cards and close it out that way.
All right, wonderfully. Okay.
So let's start with these placements here in the air sector.
All right, in the air sector, the Lover's card. Make choices from your heart. Deeply emotional commitments. The power of love.
That's the cause. That's the whole reason for all of this. The effect is the search for meaning in life, which is that relationship. Consider an alternative approach, which is what you need to do. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. It's your birthday.
In your home life and in your emotions, cause, which is you, Moon in Taurus, 6 of Gabriel, Ariel. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart.
Beautiful. Today in your weekly, which is now on Providence Tarot's Instagram account, it was all about what are you giving and what are you receiving. The effect of that is ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. This is very significant for Dale right now. Just this card right here. That's the effect. That's what's happening because you need material gain and you need to be relieved of something. Okay, so let's go into some other placements. Yep, and then work.
In your work sector, it says 5 of Ariel. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies.
Careful. As an effect to that, the Knight of Gabriel, a court card all of a sudden. Confident, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic. Time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do.
In your heart, 2 of Gabriel, which would be Mars and Aries. Make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision.
Great. And the effect of that is, there is a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. This is Neptune. Perspective, which is illusion, imagination. So it's saying be creative in your thought process and the way that you're working with this relationship, and this is what you're working with.
What you're working with, the whole thing that you're working with is the moon. So this is a life journey and a path for you that you're supposed to have. The opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. Face your fears and grow stronger, Taurus.
Yes. Okay. Your significator.
The significator card is 3 of Ariel. Do what you love. Okay, this is what this whole thing is all about. So there you go. If you don't get anything out of it, with the lovers, with the relationship, with the work, do what you love.
Get that.
A time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors. Working with others in a cooperative manner.
Yes. Compromise, right? That's what this reading is about too. Compromise in the relationship. It has to take place. The immediate influence, which could be the effect to that card, right? Six of Michael. We're getting up there. After the conflict. Post-conflict. That's positive. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans. Relocation or travel.
That's the immediate. That's the now.
Right.
This is the goal, and the last card that we saved on purpose organically to give to you because it's the overall goal, which is what you're doing this for, the need for more intimacy and to feel more connected mentally with whatever it is that you're doing or whoever it is that you're trying to connect with. This is your feelings in regarding a relationship, period.
And it's crazy.
Even if it's with yourself.
Because I said something about compromising. Two of Michael. It will all be better if you just make a decision. Over analyzing a problem, find a compromise. Okay, so we're saying things in regards to other cards before cards that come after them reiterate what we're saying. And I don't even need to say that to you. Your last card.
Love you, Taurus. I hope you get it.
Is the Magician. And we're going to close it out with this one.
The Magician, which is the one, the initiation of something, right? Also, a card that blended and has been popular for you. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings.
Work it out, Taurus. This was a fierce-ass reading for you, for May, your month. Work it out.
Beautiful.
We love you.
Happy birthday.
And happy Mother's Day, you guys.